Do you actually squat 600 pounds?
No, I don't know why they said that. I don't no, I'm honored that you think that. No, I do not. I squat 440 pounds, which is cool. But it's not 600 is the real deal.
Welcome to our inaugural episode of Pac in Action. This is so exciting. This is the only show that brings you all the Pac-12 action from the previous week's games and looks ahead to future matchups. And I'm pretty sure that's not true, but that's just what we're going to say. We're so happy to have you here with us as we interview some of the best and brightest and coolest and funniest and smartest players and coaches in college football. Of course, all members of our favorite conference in football, the Pac-12. First, you probably don't know us. You're sitting there wondering, what the heck is their deal? Who are these also beautiful, talented, gorgeous, funny, smart, bright, best, charismatic, knowledgeable, empowering, inspiring women talking football? And is that even legal? The answer is, of course, no, but we don't care because we do things a little differently around here. I'm Ashtyn Butuso. I think I'm New York City's only surviving Beav at the moment. I'm not going to fact check that, but I graduated from Oregon State so many moons ago. And I was a student editor and shooter, and I did the highlight films and the game film and all kinds of stuff when our amazing, brilliant coach, Trent Bray, was in diapers, a.k.a. a linebackers coach. He was not really in diapers. And with me, I have my co-host, Emma Weightman, Wazoo's favorite writer, editor extraordinaire. Emma, let's hear a little bit about you.
Hello. So happy to be here. Happy to have whoever's watching this here. Hi, Mom. While I did not have the distinct pleasure of attending the Harvard of the Pacific Northwest.
Whoa, that's,
you know.
That's, you're talking about Oregon State?
I'm talking about Washington State.
Oh, interesting.
Of course. What else would I be talking? Well, you guys can be Yale. I do, in fact, have Go Cougs tattooed on my ankle forever. So if you see me in Pullman, happy to show you.
What's the, is it like the logo?
Oh no, it's Go Cougs in the athletic font. I got someone to send me the media deck.
Cute.
Sometimes you're out having a couple beverages and your women's basketball team wins the Pac-12 championship and you tweet earlier in the day, if they pull this off, I'll get Go Cougs tatted. And
oh my God.
I am a fool, not a liar. So that's important to know.
Incredible.
Thank you so much. I did grow up in the 2008-2011 college football season, so that's how you know I'm really locked in, if the tattoo did not convince you enough. I'm both honored and terrified to go from writing about the Cougs to yapping about them on air, but I wouldn't want to share this with any other beef.
Oh, me neither. We've got a lot to cover, a lot to celebrate, a lot to chat about today. We'll have Washington State's quarterback, John Mateer, and we'll have Oregon State's running back, Jam Griffin, with us later, so stick around for that. This is going to be a very exciting, hopefully full season of all kinds of mixed bags of, we're talking pop culture, we're talking to players, we're talking best restaurants, we're talking all kinds of stuff. And we're talking mainly, most importantly, about the only undefeated conference in college football. Yeah, that's the Pac-12, stacked from top to bottom, the best conference. And I also just want to quickly be the first official person to sort of stake my plant my flag in this campaign to get us to be the Ireland game next year. Imagine if Florida State can do it. I'm sorry, but we should be invited. I think next year in Ireland we should get a Wazoo Oregon State game. Imagine how amazing that would be.
And I think those running the game should remember whose brilliant idea that was, Ashtyn, and perhaps bring some your two lovely hosts.
That's a good idea. We'll do a live show.
Just spitting it out, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that would be not catastrophic, us doing a live show in Ireland.
I think it'd be great.
I'm down. Yeah, it would that'd be good stuff.
Just something to toss around in the brain, you know?
Yeah, sure. So, first things first, we are going to go through both games and then we're going to give you a recap after. But first things first, let's look at some Cougs highlights from this last week.
Speak my language.
Let's get it started, Ted. There's the shot and a diving catch. Welcome to the Palouse, Chris Hudson. Mateer comes to the middle. And breaking away and taking that home is Trey Shackelford for the Cougar touchdown. So John Mateer, 3 for 3 with 2 touchdowns. He carries himself.
There's a feeling there that's needed. What a great play.
Taking the shot to Williams. And Mateer hits it for 57 yards and 6. Yes, there you go. Wide open as Wayshawn Parker for another Cougar touchdown. Edge blitz coming, and it's pick and run. And this could be run a long way. This is going to be Stephen Hall, 100 plus. There's a quarterback draw. Whoa, Mateer. Yeah, that's why you squat 600 pounds, big boy. How about that leg strength?
Yeah, that was special. Quarterback draw, simple. Coach Dicker told us yesterday they're going to get him a draw early in the game. Get him hit, get him to feel something. That's what this is called. It's an absolute quarterback draw from the jump. Follows his offensive lineman, makes the guy miss. Quarterback one having a ball out there. Yep. Good response. I think that's going to be something that Coach Dicker can take away. You're right, responded well, and he wanted to see a response today. When things got tough, when things became difficult, this is what this game was for.
That does it for this opener, and the Cougars, just the ultimate thing, they get the win. They score 70.
Okay, well, I don't know about you, Emma, but I am hyped after watching that. I was hyped watching it the first time. It's even in the second time and the third time, and now probably the fourth time that I've seen that. But it doesn't get old. How are you feeling as our Coug expert?
Where to begin? I mean, nothing better than week one, your team coming out and just, first of all, dropping 70 first time in my lifetime. I am in their honor wearing a 98 Rose Bowl Pac-10 champion shirt, considering the last squad to drop 70 went ahead and went to that game.
Oh, you've got a shirt about it.
I do.
Wow.
I saw it in a thrift store. I saw it in the window and I couldn't resist it. So nothing better as a fan watching your team come out and just absolutely crush the opening game of the season. And I know the conditions were not ideal. It was really, really hot. So just inspiring to see those guys push through and just play an incredible game. Obviously, we'll talk to John Mateer later, but he just crushed it, which is exciting. Is his
coming from being, the package sort of quarterback, not necessarily the starting quarterback, and only having played, I believe, before this game, the broadcast said that he had only thrown 19 passes, which you would not know based on this game. So I'm excited to talk to him for sure.
Yeah. I mean, and that catch from Stephen Hall, or nope, that interception from Stephen Hall, the pick six from Stephen Hall was
technically
crazy.
A catch. Well,
technically a catch. You're right. Yeah, true. Flag on the play. Stephen Hall's incredible. Just what a game.
Yeah. Good stuff all around.
What's like
your, I mean, I feel like you're just going to say A+ regardless because of who you are, but what would you grade it?
Oh, I will give it an A.
What about on like a 1 to 10?
1 to 10. I think I'm going to go 8.7.
Whoa.
8.7 to a 9. Wow. Anywhere in that scale. I think it was really encouraging to see players like Mateer actively correct in terms of like little mistakes that they were making. I'm excited to see what the defense does next week, because I know they were not exactly performing to the level of standard that they were hoping for, given their post games that we got to hear about. So I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of adjustments they make going forward next week for Texas Tech. Yeah. I felt like a coach answering that.
You are a coach.
I mean, put me in. Actually, keep me so far away from the field in terms of playing. I have no athletic skill whatsoever.
Okay.
But
Noted. Wait, did you play sports or no?
No.
Theater kid.
No.
Theater kid. Right?
Theater kid. Yeah, it shows. I think it's time to hear from John Mateer.
Yay. Okay. Yeah. When we come back, we will hear from John Mateer. I'm very excited about this.
So John Mateer, he carries himself.
Yeah.
I love the Gardner Minshew comp.
And there's a swagger to him, and I just there's a feeling there that's needed. What a great play.
Taking the shot to Williams.
Welcome back to Pack in Action. We're here getting comfy with some highlights from last week's game where we saw Washington State, how do we say this diplomatically, throttle Portland State. So we want to talk about that a little bit more with the man who led the Cougars to victory. John Mateer is here with us, and I know Emma's got about 1,000 questions for you and all the other boys on the Palouse, so I'm just going to toss it to her, let her get started.
Good.
Awesome. John, thank you so much for coming. We're super excited to have you. Pretty good start to the season, I'd say. No?
Yeah, you can say that.
How you feeling about it?
I feel good. It was a good time to be out there. I only played about 33 snaps. It came down to, but did pretty good during those, so it was good.
Yeah, did the heat get to you at all?
No, I'm from Texas.
No?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I think I stayed out for warm-ups a little too long. Like, my quarterback coach was like, "Are you good?" He was like, "You've been out here for a while." I was like, "Oh, like I didn't even think about it, you know." But no,
Too much adrenaline.
Yeah, business as usual.
Right. I was freaking geeked.
So you guys were the first squad since '97 to drop 70.
Oh,
Pretty exciting.
That's cool. I had no clue. That's cool.
Well, was that
Whoa, look at
before
us
your
teaching
time?
people stuff.
Yeah, I had no clue. That's
It's
really
very
cool.
exciting.
Well, you were negative years old at that point, so kind of justifiable.
Yeah.
So we've just informed you of that. What's your initial reaction? Kind of exciting.
I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's really...
And then, man, so you racked up just a couple yards.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a few. Light work, no reaction. 352 yards, 11 of 17, 5 touchdowns. Business as usual?
No, I mean, I'd love to say yes, but no, that's a pretty crazy stat line. That's like call it NCAA. That's what
And only in 33 snaps.
Yeah, that's like, you know,
That's
that
crazy.
Was pretty cool performance, but I won't even say it's just me. Some of those, like, I think 100 of those yards were, I threw a hitch to Kyle Williams, and he took it to the house, and then I tossed the ball up like this to Chris Hudson. So like, it's cool, it looks cool, but those boys helped me out.
Yeah, that dive catch was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
What was the team's reaction to that?
I didn't look at the sideline, but the O-line they were very happy. They look like some kids on Christmas. This is good.
That's awesome. So it was your first game starting out the gate, and already. So I've been keeping up with the Cougs for quite some time. Not going to date myself there, but you're already making a huge difference in terms of we are actually seeing you make adjustments, and anytime like if something's not working, we could see that correction. What's your mentality going into that?
I think, you know, throughout the week we learn what plays we like versus different looks, different demeanors by the defense, and they give me good checks that I do, and I'm the one like, sure, okay, I'm checking it, but the coaches are teaching me what to check in what situation and going through my reads, and it's cool. Like 2 of those touchdowns were checks from me, the one to Trey Shackelford and then the fade ball to Chris Hudson. But I mean, it's just like, to me, I say, it's easy stuff, like, because those are looks we get. That was actually a couple of looks we got from our defense all spring and all fall. So I was like, okay, just playing football, you know, checking a better look, and that's all it was.
Yeah, for sure. In the post-game, Dickert was stressing tempo a lot and how important it is to keep you on your feet. Are you really confident in the O-line's ability to do that in going forward in the season?
Yeah, I mean, they look tremendous, truly. Like, they're all dialed in, they're all really focused, and they understand everything that we're trying to do up front. Because every week it changes, you know, the protection changes and what we're doing. So they're like dialed in on what the defense is going to bring, and it's good. I'm really confident in them.
Are they this? Who would you say is the strongest position group?
Like on the offense or like as a whole?
As a whole.
Ooh.
I'm just genuinely curious.
I don't know, man. Like strongest or like deepest? Like what? Like
the one you feel most confident in, I think.
Man, this is a hard question. Like, of course, as a quarterback, like you gotta say the O-line, right? I feel great about those guys, and the receivers have a bunch of depth. The D line, David Gusta, Ansel, Khalil, Bryson, those boys can go. They're strong and they never stop. And in the edges, they're pretty deep. And it's hard for me to say.
Yeah, now you're just naming every position.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
You're
I've had to
cheeky.
go against all of them, and they all freaking suck to play against because they're good. So, yeah.
Mayor of the field.
Right.
How much rhythm would you say you guys are developing? Like, does that all happen in practice? Do you feel like it's strengthening off the field as well?
I think it's important to get together, not in a football setting, and that helps on the field, obviously. But that's any team sport. We do a good job of that. We go eat a lot, watch film together, right? Just do a lot of things together, and it definitely comes in football, like in practice and scrimmages and like live periods where it's move the ball periods.
Big run! Oh, look at!
Oh yeah!
Oh, there he goes! There he goes!
Yeah, and then watch me leave this cop hanging. I left the cop hanging right there. I gotta give him a hug next time or something. I gotta make up for that one.
So what was that little dancey dance that you had going there?
So I didn't have anything planned. I just kind of I was just super excited. I saw Kyle Williams. He was doing his one thing that he does, and he hit it last year. And I was like, I'll do it, whatever. Yeah, that's all it was. I don't know.
So how are you guys feeling going into Texas Tech? You nervous, excited?
I don't know. I mean, it's another opportunity. I think he's stressing it could obviously look like, oh, it's a big game, but I heard once, now Patrick Mahomes was talking about the Super Bowl, right? But play down to the game, right? Now I'm from Texas, so I could make it this big thing. They didn't recruit me. I really want to show them, I can play, But I think I just got to come down and relax, just play ball. And I think I'll do a good job with that. I think a lot of the coaches and guys will do that. We got a young team, so playing under the lights on Fox could be oh my gosh, but I think we're a mature enough group to understand that it's just football.
Yeah. Well, you guys have handled high-pressure situations like that before, too.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's good.
Last but not least, I would love to ask you to rank the following Pullman restaurants. Tin Tans, Cougar Country, or Stella's, or are they all just so good you can't choose?
I might get some hate for this, guys.
You haven't been to any of them.
No. What was the way? What was it? Oh, Cougar Country. Cougar Country. When I got here, I was like, ugh. But lately, fall camp Saturday nights. Oh my gosh, Cougar Country went crazy. Not a big fan of Tin Tans or Stella's.
Oh
wow!
Yeah.
Wow.
But
it's a good thing you got a whole little squad of players to protect you.
Yeah.
Because I think the students will start rushing. I'm kidding.
Thank God for the O-line. They're going to see it now.
Yeah. Not ideal. But they just opened up Jersey Mike's. Oh, my gosh.
Wait, you're saying that your point is that Jersey Mike's is better than a local Pullman establishment? That's what I'm to believe.
No, I just love Jersey Mike's. I just love it.
People go crazy for Jersey Mike's. They really do.
Oh, my God. It's so good. So good. Yeah. Shout out. Hopefully I get a deal.
Awesome. Well,
wait, we have one more question for you. Do you actually squat 600 pounds?
No, I don't know why they said that. I don't no, I'm honored that you think that. No, I do not. I squat 440 pounds, which is cool. But it's not 600 is the real deal.
I love the amount of credit you give yourself. It's just enough credit, not ever too much, not too little. It's you're nailing that.
Yeah, dude, that's still a lot of potatoes there.
Yeah. Well, it was so great to have you on. We thank you so much. We're so excited to watch you for the rest of the season, and go Cougs forever.
Go Cougs. Thank you, guys.
Go Cougs.
Welcome back. We're talking Beavs. We're talking Cougs. We're talking the only undefeated conference in college football. We just had a great time chatting with John Mateer. He's going to be so much fun to watch this season. They're so lucky to have him under center. I don't know how Pullman and, the general population is going to feel about his take on restaurants in the area. Wait, Emma, actually, what were the two restaurants he, after we were done recording, said he liked? Mystic something and Tokyo something? Shout out to them. Shout out to whoever
and Jersey
they are.
Mike's. He was big into Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, he was.
So I'm excited for that journey for him.
Yeah, but okay, enough about the Cougs. I love them, but you can't hog this entire show, Emma. We also have to talk Beavs. So OSU faced Idaho State in their first Trent Bray's first ever head coaching debut. So let's check out some highlights from that.
A sunsplash, glorious Saturday in Corvallis, Oregon. This is the head coaching debut of Trent Bray. That one is picked off. Out across the 35-yard line, it is Skylar Thomas. Into the corner, that is a touchdown for Anthony Hankerson. Great protection, and looking down the field for Fredrickson, it is caught, and that is a touchdown for the Bengals. The Bengals take the lead after the safety, and now a touchdown. It is a touchdown by Hankerson, his second of the afternoon.
Perfect angle right there. Looks like the ref might need to get in there and get a little tackle.
Looking for the home run ball on first down, and it's a touchdown. How about this?
We've been saying it the past drive or so, establish the run, to throw the deep shot over the top, and David Wells Jr. is a guy that kept coming up in coaches' conversations this week.
And this will be a touchdown, first of the game for Jam Griffin. And boy, that was a clinic of power football, that drive by Oregon State. This is Griffin along the sideline, and he tiptoes into the end zone, a touchdown. 2 for Hankerson, 2 now for Griffin. Both backs over 100 yards for the Oregon State Beavers today.
I think the most exciting part for Trent Bray, too, is they did it in the Oregon State way.
I mean, Ashtyn, how you feeling? You guys, you proved that you don't need to drop 70 to have a good time, huh?
Yeah. We're going to get 70 next game. Don't worry.
Yeah. No doubt. So what are you thinking?
I felt really good during this game. At first, I was like, it was not going well. I was so scared. We let up a safety. I was terrified. I took my dog to the bathroom really quick upon first watch, and I got back, and my husband was like, it's not good. I was like, oh no. But we found our rhythm. We started passing a little bit more, but I was watching the presser with Trent, and he was talking about how they ran so much because Idaho State's sort of style of play is more that spread offense, and to be successful in that, you have to get as many plays off as possible. So their sort of defense to that was running the ball as much as possible, running clock out, just winning time of possession, which I think was now as someone who gets kind of overreactive in the moment. It's nice to hear that. What? It's nice to hear that after. I feel better now. And obviously they know what they're doing and I don't. So there's also that I need to remember. But yeah, I felt good. I'm really excited about our run game. I keep saying Hankerson, he's a load, because that's what the broadcast, that's how they described him. I'm like, that's such a funny way to say someone's big. They're just like, he's a load.
Yeah,
so I keep saying that.
He blocks like nobody's business too. I'm a little scared of all of them in a fun way, in a respectful, fun way.
I'm pretty lit about them in general, but definitely the running backs. I'm excited to see. It's been so fun to have good running backs for the last few years, so I'm excited to do that again. And speaking of running backs, we talked to Jam Griffin. Yeah, heard of him? So when we come back, you're gonna get to see that.
Will be a touchdown, first of the game for Jam Griffin. Griffin along the sideline, touchdown.
Welcome to the show, Jam. We're so excited to have you. Big, huge, the biggest ever, all the way, even though I'm on the East Coast, I'm screaming the biggest ever welcome back to Beavs football. I'm so excited for college football to be back. I'm so excited for Beavs football to be back. Beavs football is my whole thing. So this is my time of year. I know it's also your time of year. Mm-hmm. We're so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for entertaining this.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate you for having me.
So obviously I have about a bajillion questions for you. But let's just start. There's so much talk about NIL, moving, staying, all that kind of stuff, such a hot button topic. But sort of, I think the coolest story about you this year is that you did a stint at Ole Miss. You were at Oregon State previously, then you did a stint at Ole Miss, and then you came back. Can you tell us sort of what brought you back to Oregon State?
Honestly, Coach Bray, I knew what type of guy he was, and coming back, I wanted to be a part of his program and under him. So I was more than happy to come back.
Yeah, talk a little bit about how his leadership has been a difference maker this year.
I mean, he's still hands-on. I mean, when he's a defensive coordinator, he was all in. You can see him running with the ball during practice. Make sure everybody with their fit up the right way and all, just little stuff as a defense coordinator. What he do, he still do it as a head coach, and that's fun to see.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad because I was at Oregon State a million years ago, and I was just a student editor and shooter and stuff. But I remember always thinking, like, Coach Bray's going to be such a good head coach. And I'm so mad I wasn't, like, on Twitter, and I don't have a receipt for that. But I need everyone to just know that and believe that. And apparently he's a good swimmer, too, as we saw. Who threw him in?
J-Rob.
Okay, he's allowed to do that, I think. He's put in the time. He can throw coaches in water.
For sure.
So let's talk about the game. You had 20 rushes for 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. I guess my official question is, how on earth?
The offensive line, man, props to them, man. They did a great job getting pushed, man. So it was easy for us just to find the right holes and make great plays off of them. And the coach did a great job calling the right play, too, as well.
I've always wondered, what's it like to be in the backfield and be, like, technically a smaller guy, and can you see anything? Like, paint that picture. How do you know when you're going to find a hole? Do you just trust it and wait and say a hole is coming? Like, what is that like?
Yeah, you just got to trust the scheme, trust your other 10 guys on the field that to get their 1% done. And, it's all about trust and believing the abilities that God gave me and make the play work, honestly.
Well, as you watch your film and you continue to progress in your career, which plays stick out to you the most, and they're sort of your proudest moments, either from last week or previously, or?
Last week, I'd say the touchdown. That's the second one when I made the move on the corner. That was a good move.
Were you kind of like, that in your head, you're like, that was kind of filthy, that was sick, I can't believe I just did that?
But not in my head, I was like, I got to make a miss. So I worked the move, and I was like, yeah, it worked. Yeah. But when I rewatched, I was like, dang, I killed him. Nice watching it.
So you guys have an amazing tandem. Actually, not tandem. There's 3 of you that are just like going to be an incredible running back, make up an incredible running back room. I think it's probably one of the strongest in the country. What has it been like playing together? What's that chemistry like? How do you push each other?
It's been great, man. We feed off each other's energy, man. If one of us go break a long one, the next one thinking, I got to bring one too. So it's fun.
There he goes right now, breaking a long one.
Yeah.
There he is. Yeah, you're slippery. It scares me when we have to play you.
She's our Coug. She's our resident Coug.
Yeah, I'm the resident Coug. Big beef sympathizer. Big beef sympathizer. But
do you feel like the room sort of like pushes each other? Are you constantly competing with each other, or is it more of like healthy, friendly competition, or is it more like
a little bit both? We always compete and trying to get each other better. Iron sharpens iron, so that's what we come every day at practice, and in the games we just showing the world what we've been practicing all week.
Yeah. Do you guys, is iron sharpens iron something that you guys have all been saying together, or is that kind of a jam vibe specifically?
That's the question you asked me, so that's
that was just like off the dome. You didn't even.
Oh man, no. This
okay, wow.
Freestyle jam.
Freestyle jam, incredible. Talk to me about that absolute dime from Giovanni to David Wells Jr. I had Chad Johnson tweeting, or Chad Ochocinco, I don't know what we're calling him these days, but how is it having Giovanni as QB? How confident do you feel in that?
He's a good guy, man, good kid, very calm. And as you've seen on that play, that was a great ball, beautiful ball. Because if he didn't put that ball there, like he did, I don't know, but that was a great ball, great catch by Wells, and touchdown. It's a great ball. And he go 9 for 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think next week's gonna go? How do you feel? How's the team doing? How's it, the vibe?
We're gonna do good, man. We got a lot of energy, man, coming out on the win, 1-0, man. So we just want to be 1-0 every week. So that's the plan.
What do you think is the? I was just asking John Mateer this also. What do you think is the strongest position group on Oregon State? Offense, defense, special teams, all of it.
I say the strongest position group. I'll say the running backs or the offensive line.
That was kind of an easy. I was like, he's got to say it's not only true, but you should also have that confidence in yourself, of course. But yeah, that's the running backs. I mean, let's talk about that a little bit because Oregon State has, it seems for the past, I don't know how many years because I don't know math, but the running game has just been so strong for so many years. Mm-hmm. What's the deal there? Why is it like running back you?
I can tell you, I didn't know until I came here we had good running backs ahead of me, that came before me. So
See,
so
that's because we're not giving
you
enough
to come
coverage.
back.
Huh?
Was that kind of a motivator to come back, or were you just kind of going in blind?
Gray area. I heard
Gray area.
Gray area.
Okay. Well, overall for this whole year, what are you looking forward to the most?
Just competing and showing the world what I know this team can do and how far we can go.
Which is what?
We're going to the playoffs.
Yes, we're going to the playoffs. Thank you for saying that. I just got chills. And finally, we also just asked John Mateer this, but what are your favorite restaurants in Corvallis? And feel free to be honest, because he was brutally honest.
Who you said?
John Mateer.
My favorite restaurant, I say Local Boys.
A classic.
Yeah.
Okay, what are like round out top 3?
Top 3, I say Local Boys, McMini's, however you say it. And Spaghetti Factory, I can go with that.
Have you had the ranch at McMiniman's?
Nah.
The ranch is fire. You should try it.
I get the sliders.
Okay. Yeah, get some ranch.
Okay.
The tots, yeah. All right, well, thank you so much. It was such a blast to have you. There you are, shaking hands, celebrating a victory. We're so excited to watch you do that a million more times.
Appreciate y'all.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging out with us with Jam Griffin, with John Mateer. We've been talking balls. We've had a blast. We're hoping to keep this good momentum, these good vibes, moving forward into the next week as we look to keep our title of the only undefeated conference in the nation.
Music to my ears.
Yep. Emma, give us a brief look at what next week is going to look like for Washington State as they face Texas Tech.
I am excited. This is a very anticipated matchup. Some are calling it the Mike Leach Bowl, myself included. Happy to honor Coach.
Oh, I haven't even thought about that.
Schools. Yeah, so very sweet. He just made such an impact on both programs. Coincidentally, both programs run very similar offensive spreads. So I think it's going to be a lot of throwing.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. I could be wrong. I might be. Who knows? We're going to find out. Future us
doesn't
knows,
love a lot of throwing.
I think it'll be good. I think it'll make a difference if our punter's back in. So that's what I got my fingers crossed for.
Wow, you think the difference maker of the week is going to be the punter. Incredible.
No, but I just want him to feel better.
Okay, cool.
I just want him to feel better. I want all the boys happy and healthy.
Great. Okay.
What about you? How are you feeling going into San Diego State?
I feel good. I'm mostly going to be keeping note and watching my old pal Ryan Gunderson, who is our offensive coordinator. He has done so many things. He's had such a great career already under Chip Kelly, under Mike Riley, under Brent Brennan. So I'm excited.
To praise Chip Kelly, that's big.
Okay. I'm not praising Chip Kelly. I'm just saying,
anyway.
Gundy had a great tenure under him. He developed quarterbacks there at UCLA. So I'm excited to see what that means for Giovanni this week and next week moving forward, the weeks after that moving forward, how that's all going to look, because it's been tough it's been a weird QB competition at Oregon State for like the last million years, it feels like. So I hope that he can sort of develop Giovanni or Jabari or whoever it ends up being for us there. I think just overall going into the rest of the season, I'm excited for all the players all of our transfers specifically too. So I think it's going to be a fun year of new faces, and I think we're going to kick ass. Jam Griffin said we're going to the playoffs, so I trust
Which
him
is
with
going to
my
be
life.
hard because we're going to the playoffs, but
That's okay. We're the best conference in the country.
We are
obviously
the best
we're sending
conference in the
two.
country.
We're
sending
obviously
both.
sending 2 teams.
We can go together.
Yeah. All right. Well,
That's how playoffs work.
we appreciate you all so much. We hope to see you again next week. Thanks for hanging out with us. Come talk to us again. Watch more as the season goes on, as we continue our reign of greatest conference in the entire world. And we'll see you next week.